Hey, it's Sarah, and from Spirited Saturdays, and Kit and I have decided that we're going live for you this time around. Yeah, I don't do this live web camera thing very often. I'm kind of actually pretty shy, which is not what people would tell you when they first get to know me. But yeah. So I don't promise it's gonna be short. Like I do talk a lot, and I don't sit still real well either. So there's a really good chance I'm gonna have to do this like 3 or 4 times. um, so I am 23 years old. I live in Canada, that big white country up north with way too much snow. Um, yeah, we do not like the snow very much. We have to get rid of it. Um, I'm recovering from my eating disorder. Right now, I am taking a Bachelor of Leisure Studies, which is an arts degree in a science faculty in a science school. So it's really confusing. It's just like it's a science degree basically, but it's not so much sciencey science. It's more um, like phys ed and the benefits of activity on health and gym and human kinetics and that kind of thing. It's I'm really quite enjoying it. Um, but yeah, there's no explosions involved. I don't have to go to labs very often. Well, I do have to take sciencey science because I want to go to med school, but that's not the bulk of my degree, thank God. Yeah, we don't like explosions. Sarah does not do well with explosions. Um, so yeah, I'm in my second of 4 years. I do want to go to med school. The idea is to become a doctor. Hopefully, I'll get there. Long process. Um, and chemistry, organic chemistry, is not out to make it easy for me. It's out to put a huge pain in my butt. I am not a fan of chemistry at this point. But we'll see. I'll keep trucking along. What do I like? I love swimming. I live to swim. It's actually the reason I got better. Uh, I don't swim competitively anymore for a lot of reasons that are kind of really depressing. But a lot of people can't find a reason to recover, and I had just had that one, and it got me far enough down the road that I have more than one now. So yeah, it sucks, but that's the way it had to be. Then so be it. Um, and I'm grateful I had at least one. Um, so yeah, if you want to talk swimming, I'm definitely your girl. I like to shop, but I don't really have money right now. I like to read, but it's mostly textbooks right now that I'm reading. Um, I like. I have a cat, and I love her dearly. She she holds my heart like it's her own. She's sitting on my lap right now. She says if you're good and you watch this all, maybe she'll make an appearance for you. But yeah, she's a very good friend, and she holds my heart like it's her own and takes very good care of it. I'm lucky to have her, and her name's Callie. She's about 4 years old. Um, I yeah, what do I dislike? Chemistry, the snow, pro-anorexia. Oh my god, don't even get me started. It offends me greatly. I take it very personally. This whole eating disorder thing has nearly killed me more than once, and I it bothers me a lot when people trivialize it. It doesn't make any sense either. Like, you can be supportive of each other and have that network and not be pro-anorexic. You can be anorexic and have that network. or actively anorexic can have that network. But I liken it to people sharing needles. Like an HIV positive person shares a needle with, their friend who's not HIV positive. It's kind of like, oh, well, here, I'll give you tips and triggers and tricks, and we'll make you as sick as I am, and then we'll compete and see who does first. It doesn't make any sense to me. It is in my best interest, I found, to try and understand everything. I get a lot less angsty and pissed off that way. So, but yeah, that I don't understand. So my eating disorder, it started probably when I was about 10. It started the result of abuse. There's a lot going on at the time, and I'm very alone. And then someone started hurting me, and it was never about fat or calories or wanting to be popular or pretty or whatever. I didn't start counting calories till I was about 15. The whole inspiration thing, I didn't even know existed until after my first admission. But yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I just wanted to, my world was so upside down that it seemed like this is the only thing that could fix it. I wanted control, and I wanted to sort of fade away or disappear. I wanted to not feel anything. I wanted to be empty. I wanted to be untouchable. It's so hard to put like 10-year-old concepts into adult words. But yeah, that's basically how it started. And then I started swimming at about 14, 15, and I gained a bit of weight then. At 15, I'd started purging. And by 17, I dealt with self-injury a lot, and by the end of my high school, grade 12, I had some major issues with depression as well. So I was admitted the day of my graduation, actually, the first time, and then for 3 months, and then I was partially hospitalized for another couple, and then I was kicked out. And then for the next 6 months or so, I was actively symptomatic again and back in hospital. And then the year I was training for nationals, I went back a third time after dropping a lot of weight during training. By that time, they were like, okay, you have too many issues, go deal with this first. And so I went to a DBT clinic, a dialectical behavioral therapy, and don't even get me started on the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder. I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, but I think it's wrongly named right now. Basically people with borderline personality disorder get emotional, usually, and they return to baseline slowly. But you could call that passionate, you could call that intense, you could call that invested, you could call that strong-willed, you could call that a whole bunch of other things other than a borderline personality disorder. The disorder part comes in where I don't cope very well, and that I just need help learning. And so, yeah, there's nothing wrong with my personality. I'm not psychotic. You don't have to lock your doors to try and, keep yourself safe or anything. I'm not. It's just, there's so much stigma attached to it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I took that and I did very well. It was very helpful. And then earlier this summer, I went back to the eating disorder clinic to finish off treatment there, and now I'm here. So I'm really, really loving recovery. There's nothing you could do to convince me to go back to my eating disorder. Nothing. I am in love with my life right now. I love it, every single moment of it. Yeah, it's hard, yeah, it's trying, but it's also worth something. Um, and so I hope you'll join me on a little bit of my journey back to life, and I'd love to join you on yours. So sub, get involved, ask questions, generate topics. Let's have some fun here. And I hope to see you next week. And Kelly got bored and went to go play with a string or something, so maybe next week. Till then, hope you have a good week, and peace out.